You mind jumping into the stream real quick just to make sure that it's live and streaming?
You mean like pull it up on my phone or something?
Yeah. It says that it is, but
Should automatically post,
yeah,
right?
yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you want to invite some people in, I need like 30 seconds. Be right back.
All right. And interviews are on the Discord channel, right?
I'm back. You there?
Yeah, just confirming. Interviews are on the Discord channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gord, the champion. Gord, you there? I got no.
He's working on it. Scott Wreck.
Rex,
All right.
Gord, you there?
Yes, I am.
Sir, I believe you are the Tier 2 ZOR champion. Tell us about your race.
I believe so as well, with that fastest lap at the end.
Yeah, spicy. Good call. Tell us about following around Rec.
Pardon?
Tell us about following around Rec for the majority of the race.
I basically had 3 trains of thought. One was, if I can stay with Rec the entire race and get a big enough gap from second to third, I was going to pit on lap 34/lap 35, put on softs, and try and get fastest lap, because all I needed was that 1 point. But obviously I raced Rec basically the entire race, because I mean, obviously if I can win on track, that's what I'm gonna do. But he just had that little bit extra pace tonight, so I battled to the end. I probably would have tried to fight on track if I didn't have that 3-second penalty.
Mm-hmm.
But having that 3-second penalty basically just told myself, okay, I'm not going to be able to get a 3-second gap to Rec, even if I get by him. So I basically just kept myself close and went for that fastest lap at the end. I actually had it when I swapped to mediums on the first lap, but I saw that Private pitted
yes.
on the full map, so I was like, oh man, he's going to go for fastest lap and he's going to try and take it away. Yeah. So I basically forced my hand to pit, and I got fastest lap. Private didn't end up beating my time anyway, so I guess, I mean, I couldn't know that in the race, but I could have just stayed out.
Yeah, well, good job, it worked, for sure.
It did.
What race
came down to
Gord, we were
last
wondering,
race, last lap.
Mm-hmm.
What wings were you running today?
I was originally going to run 21:17, but I ran 22:20.
All right, that
And I mean,
yeah,
I don't
that
know
explains
what Rec was running, but he definitely had higher,
lot lower.
Yeah.
a lot lower than me.
Rec, are you
Yeah.
there? Oh, I think he's in. Yeah, but anyway. Well,
Hello?
great job. Good
he is
racing,
there.
nice and clean. Good to watch. Good fun.
Yeah, it was a great race. I think the only like slight contact we had was I think on like turn 5, and I gave him like a slight tap, and he kind of lost the car, but he saved it, and I just slowed down because I wasn't going to pass him then anyway.
Right.
Yeah, we had some on board with that. It was good. Yep. Nice job.
was actually one thing I wanted to ask Gord. What were you thinking for
up?
strategy? We were expecting perhaps an undercut, or for you to go very long, and you pitted kind of in between those two options. What were you thinking?
I went like a small undercut, I guess. I was originally going to pit on the same lap that Rec did on lap 21, but I actually pit a lap earlier, which did help me. It did put me. It put me. I think I was at 2.3 seconds when I pitted, and he was ahead of me. And then after the pit, I got within 0.5 because I think Rec got slowed down a little bit by Toblerone when he was ahead of him for that one lap.
Yeah, you did.
Right.
Which brought me close, and I was able to get back into his DRS. But, I mean, honestly, considering what my strategy was going to be, I guess I could have pitted a little bit earlier since I was going to probably inevitably switch to the softs at the end. So, I mean, yeah, in hindsight, yeah, I probably could have pitted like a lap or two earlier, but, I mean, it worked out in the end, because I still managed to battle Rec and give him a good little, I mean, I wouldn't say a good little scrap. I think we could consider us basically battling the entire race.
Yep.
It was close the whole race.
Within a
certainly.
second.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, nice job.
All right,
Nice
now
clean
I guess we
battles.
can move on to Rec.
Rex, sir, are you
Hey.
there?
Yeah.
Hey, congrats on the P2. Great drive. Wasn't quite enough, but
Thank you.
so close. Tell us about your race.
Yeah. Obviously, pole position, I was pretty psyched. I've never been more locked in for a league race than I was for this.
Super
And
psyched.
I was ready to go. It was a pretty... You can't hear me?
No, we can.
Sorry.
No, you're good,
Sorry.
you're good.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't have the best start, but I was able to hold Gord off the turn 1 there. And then we battled basically the entire race. It was pretty intense, and when he was in DRS, sometimes he was up to like 0.2 and down to 0.8, and it was just like back and forth the entire time, battling for saving ERS. And he would push a bit, I would save, I would push, and it was just kind of fluttering back and forth until close to the pit window, I started pulling away a bit. I didn't hear if Gord said he made a mistake or something, but I did start to pull a gap. And then
My pace just kind of died a little bit at the end of that stint.
Okay. And then once Gord pit, I knew I was going to try the overcut. I wanted to wait for his move to see what he did, and I decided to pit right after. And when I did come out of the pits, actually, I almost completely bottled it, and I lost the rear coming out of the pit lane, and
Yeah, I saw
Toblerone
that.
actually got past me because
you
of
bumped
it.
the
Did you
wall.
actually touch the wall?
I did. Yeah.
Oh,
I was lucky not to get damaged,
Yeah.
but the cold tires, I saw they were coming around the corner, and I wanted to push to be ahead, and I just pushed that teensy bit too far, and it almost cost the whole race. But yeah, we had another really good scrap until the end. Then, coming for that final little bit, after I knew the gap we had, that if it came to it, the fastest lap was going to go to Gord. I knew he would do it. He had me under control. Before the race, I actually talked to Private and asked him, if we do get in that situation, would you be willing to sacrifice the race to
do
take
it.
fastest lap?
nice.
We did, yeah. We discussed it before,
Wow.
and then
Amazing.
That's why.
then he
amazing.
did do it,
Yep.
and because of the gap, I just knew it was going to happen. I saw him go for it, and those last 2 laps were almost like I knew it was over, but I still wanted to believe I could win so bad. But yeah, that was. It's been a hell of a season, honestly. Like, I
Yeah.
couldn't ask for a better season. And
Great season. I do
There's
have
been
one
a couple
question.
yeah,
What wings were you running?
It was like 16,
Yeah.
15, something around that. I'm not entirely sure
Okay.
exactly what, but it was a bit lower than Gord.
Yeah, for sure.
we were noticing whenever Gord was following, the gap would hardly change, even with DRS.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if at all. And when you were 7/10 back, you'd get within like 2/10.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, my moves only happened when I actually like forced myself to use ERS, because if I just used only DRS, I'd
It was
gain
not
like
enough.
a tenth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were pulling him in Sector 2 for sure. It just not enough.
Yeah, my wings definitely helped me in Sector 2. I noticed. I'm like, okay, he's running much lower wings because I gain like 2-3 tenths every lap in Sector 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Who ended up third? Is that
Toblerone,
Big
right?
Tob?
Toblerone was third in the race. Spot Up was third in the championship.
Oh yeah, Spot Up. Let's
Oh,
hear from
true.
you. Spot Up, you there? Maybe. No?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hey, what's up, Spot Up?
What's up?
Long time of not getting harassed from you. A couple days ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about your race.
Lap 1, I suffered wing damage, and then from there it was just I started on the hards too, so I had to run 21 laps on hard tires with a yellow wing.
The wing, rough.
It was a really tough early race, but
Yeah.
was able to put on the medium tires and get my wing changed on lap 22, and did decently to bounce back to 5th place. But
Yeah.
it was a
good
pretty
run.
disappointing race. Especially, I felt like I had real potential this race, and just didn't get it.
Yeah, to be honest, I was surprised after battling with you for like, I don't know, 28 laps or something on Monday. Knowing your pace, I thought that you were going to cut through a lot of people. Didn't realize you had wing damage, so unfortunate.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but overall it was a pretty good season, and
Great season.
congratulations to Gord and Rec on their battle. Congrats to Gord on the championship.
Thank you, my man. It was fun battling with you basically the whole season as well. We were never too far off from each other.
Private Jet, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about your race. We were on board with you for a while, and you were picking up pieces for sure.
Yeah, it was a really fun race. Probably the closest I've come into contact a couple times. I was really trying to stay, higher up the order to try to be there at the end of the race. That unfortunately didn't happen, but I was able to get some overtakes, and I raced more aggressively today than I normally do, and it's kind of sending it up the inside and stuff on a couple of people, and I was glad I was able to make some of those moves. When I pitted, I was in 4th, but it didn't really matter where I finished today. I was just trying to help Rack out as much as I could, but unfortunately Gord got the fastest lap. I probably should have given myself a couple more laps to try to put something better down, but I definitely.
Yeah, it seemed like it worked. Gord was saying that he was worried about you pitting for softs, and
Yeah.
I had not considered that.
clearly that's
Yeah,
working to some degree.
Right. At least made him pit and try to force a mistake anywhere. But yeah, I was just trying to help out Rec. He's been carrying the team the whole season. But yeah, overall it was a great season. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, it was exciting race at the end. A lot of close calls that I barely avoided contact with a lot of people. We were racing pretty hard in the midfield today, so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Great midfield today for sure. Yeah, nice job. Yeah,
Yes.
everything was pretty clean too from what we were seeing. Very nice.
Yeah, no, it was. There was no crazy moments, but there was a lot of close calls, and we were battling, and nobody was giving an inch anywhere. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun trying to get back through the field, and I tried to help Rex out as much as I could, but
Yeah, you did it, man.
wasn't enough.
Yeah, nice job.
Appreciate it.
So Toblerone then.
Or GP.
Yes, sir.
Well, Toblerone was P3.
Yeah,
Save me for last.
Tob is
Maybe
still
for last.
MIA, so
Oh, he is?
yeah.
GP
Oh, there it goes. Hey, GP, we'll get back to you in just a sec, man, brother.
Oh, okay, it's all done.
Sorry. Big Top,
What's going on?
you had some spiciness there in between Rec and Gord during the pits. Tell us about that.
Yeah. I mean, I was just trying to make it interesting, I guess.
You did, for sure, yeah.
There was absolutely nothing. I mean, I definitely feel like I had the pace, at least today, to run with them, but that first, like, second lap mistake or whatever kind of screwed my my race.
Yeah.
I just, like, sort of lost it on the curb a little bit, and I caught it, but then got helped around. I think that's where Spot Up got his damage, because I think he stuffed me, and I think that's where he broke his wing, and it spun me completely out. And then just tried to stay out, because I started on the hard tires, and just wanted to battle with those guys a little bit, but not get in their way too much. So once they both, like, completely caught up to me, I kind of just pulled over and let them go by. But it was good battling with them all year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you did a good job today. Definitely.
It is kind of wild that you only had 4 other points finishes, and yet you're P5 in the championship. Or no,
Yeah.
wait. P4 now, right? Because Grex didn't show.
I have absolutely no idea.
Wow. One thing we noticed though today was you seem to let Gord by and not put up any resistance at one point in the race. Was that on purpose, or what was the thought there?
T3.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wanted to just tighten those two up a little bit, because I saw that, because, like, once I spun out and was, like, far behind, I kind of just sat and watched their race the entire time. Like, I made quite a few mistakes, like almost going off track, because I was watching them on the mini map when I would see them switch positions.
Yeah.
And then I saw that there was, like, I think, like, a 1.5 seconds, a 2-second gap at the pit stops. So then once I stayed out, I was like, I'll tighten it up a little bit and make it interesting. So
Yeah. No, great driving from you today
great
and
job,
all
for
season.
sure. Yep.
yeah, thanks.
We need to hear from GP Colin and then Spider-Man.
Be the man himself.
Yeah, GP, sir, roll reversal.
Go.
Tell us about your race. Go.
All right. Man, if you saw any of my qualifying laps, I thought I was going to check out of this race really early. The only qualifying lap I set was after I spun. I just decided to go for another one, just for the hell of it. And I spun on that, but I had a minute 24 or something like that. That got me. That was my qualifying lap. I could not set a freaking lap. I spun. So I really thought, though, this is going to be a short race. However, the way it goes for me, usually I don't make very many, like, on track passes, like overtakes. Usually what happens for me is guys will spin out, and that's pretty much what was happening after, like, 2 or 3 laps. I found myself, I don't know, like 7th for a little bit there. Everything was going pretty good. I was a little nervous, hoping that the spins wouldn't come back. And sure enough, they did. Just one. I think it was just one. It spun me back a little ways, but I really I was having a great time. I had some battles with Spot Up and Costco, and a little earlier on in the race, I was battling, I forget who, but so I was having fun. I just wish that I hadn't spun, because I think I could have probably been battling for top 5.
Yeah, we thought for sure you were just sandbagging, because we knew you had a mid 109 in you, at least in qual. So
We predicted last to first.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate the praise.
What wings were you running?
Well, they were 2015, I think it was.
Okay.
Right in the middle there.
Yeah.
And well, I don't know. Coming up out of the, let's see, after the first DRS, you start going up the hill. You take that right-hander, and when I was practicing earlier, I kept spinning every freaking time, and I could not figure it out. I couldn't fix the car. So that had me really worried, on edge pretty much the entire race. However, during the race, I never spun there. So
yeah, notice that.
go figure.
Yeah,
Well done, then.
in quals it was the same corner. I think 2 laps in a row, or 2 hot laps in a row.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe just a something funky with the tire temps or something. But
Yeah.
well, anyway, good
so-
job on
Well-
picking up the pieces.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. And again, I wish the season had gone better at the start of the season. I think I had a couple P4s. I thought, okay, good, this season might be okay. And then, all win is king of tire wear, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll take it.
And when
Good
it rains,
title to
it
have.
pours. Yep. Thanks,
Well, I
GD.
hope that you guys catch any of my little battles with Costco or
A bunch of
was it
them.
Spider-Man?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
did.
yeah. Check it out. We got a bunch.
And it was fun. And you guys earlier, I forget who you were talking with, but you mentioned that it was clean, and that was my experience too. I think there was a couple times coming out of the end of the front straight, taking turn 1, 2, and 3, and it's very scary going through there side by side.
Oh yeah.
And I did that with a couple of guys. Forgive me, I forget who they were. I'm pretty sure it was Costco and Spot Up, but or even.
Yeah,
Bono.
it was one of those 2 or 3 for sure.
We saw
Yeah,
those,
we caught him, and you were all doing a great job with keeping it clean and moving on for sure.
Yeah. Well, thanks. And it was fun. I love that kind of racing.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, Spider-Man, you around? Spider-Man fan.
Yes, sir.
Yo. What's happening? Tell us about your race. We saw some pretty good battles from you in there.
Sure, if you can call them that. Quali was terrible. I got disqualified for trying to come around after spinning.
Yeah,
so that
we
was
caught
fun.
that. Yep.
Started dead last. I had a great start, but usual lap 1 stuff, and I was battling GP, I think, who was P12, qualified P12,
Yeah.
and then I kind of just lost it on cold tires and spun out, and then tried a couple of laps with a broken wing. It wasn't happening, so I pit, and then came out like 30 seconds behind P12, and then kind of just had a consistent, clean middle stint. Closed the gap and then pushed the mediums, I think, until like lap 26 or so, and then finally pit on the new mediums and somehow finished P10 after all that whole mess. I think at the end I saw Private come out maybe to try and get fastest lap.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried my best. He was like he came out maybe a second ahead of me. But he was just out of DRS on the main straight, and he was on soft, so I had no shot there.
It's all right. Long game for races is where it's at. So good job.
Yeah.
Hey, say hey, you there?
Hello.
What's happening? Just figured we interview you
about
since
your
you're in here
race.
now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I won the race, obviously.
P1, let's go.
P non-existent.
Yeah.
That was a great race. Congratulations, Tier 2, and gourd sauce. Was it gourd sauce?
It was.
It was gourd.
Congratulations.
P1 and Rec P2.
Yes, sir, boys.
All right, have to delete the game as soon as possible.
Right?
Yeah, 23.
No more needing in this. I don't need it in my storage anymore.
No.
Fingers
It served its
crossed for
purpose.
23.
Free up 40 gigs.
Yep.
You're over.
Yeah. Well, GG, y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks for participating and jumping in the interviews.
I'm not even
You
supposed
bet.
to be here, but yeah.
It's all good. Anyone have any final words for the season/race?
This is the time.
Yes, I want to just congratulate the winner of the race. Was that Gourd Sauce? No, it was Wreck Driver.
This wreck?
Well, season
Diver.
was Gourd.
Correct was the winner. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, great season for everybody. I had a blast, even though the season wasn't great for me. I enjoyed racing with the guys that we had in Tier 2. So, cheers to everybody, and hope to see you all in a couple months, 3 months, whenever we start up again.
Also,
and
GP,
thanks for streaming tonight, guys.
Yeah, also GP, thanks for streaming on, most every day, but as much as you can. Appreciate it. It's definitely valuable and
a lot of fun.
Nice. Yep.
All right, thanks, guys. Cheers. See ya.
Cheers. Later, guys.
Yeah. See you guys.
My last comments are Williams Masterclass. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, is that the secret sauce?
Wait, I'd actually like to say something.
Go ahead, Rick.
I don't know if it was mentioned, but Alpha did get the constructors, so.
Yep.
Oh, we didn't have points in that. Nice.
I just posted the standings.
Well, let's check this out. Where are we at?
1 point difference, I believe.
1 point.
Oh my!
1 point for the drivers, and I think like 20-ish points for the constructors.
Spot Up was sneaking in there
Wow.
too.
215 to 214.
Let's go. Great job, Rex.
Very nice. And Alfa Romeo 291 to Williams 269. So that's for Rec and
Private.
Rec and Private. Yeah, nice job. Nice job, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, good season. Well, congrats.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Great job,
Later,
board.
guys.
Yeah, Tier 1.
GG's.
you